Hello lovelies and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to make this simple, delicious and sweet cherry jam recipe with just lemon and sugar. And of course, you're going to need some cherries too, but this recipe has no pectin, has no preservatives. It is 100% natural and the best cherry jam you would ever make. If you're excited for this video, let's get right into it. So in here I have some cherries which I got to pick around because cherries are actually in season now. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to separate the cherries from the stalk, and I'm going to gently do this one at a time so I don't crush the cherries. So in this bowl there are actually two types of cherries, the sweet type and the sour type, and I'm going to combine the two to make a delicious cherry jam. But you can make use of any of them, either the sweet or either the sour for your recipe, and they'll still turn out good. After separating the cherries from the stalk, the next thing you're going to do is to wash your cherries. Unfortunately, I missed the clip, but you should know that these cherries were washed very well, in fact, more than 3 times. So make sure that when you're making your cherry jam, you wash it very well before using, okay? So after you are done washing your cherries, the next thing you are going to do here is to remove the seed or the pit from the cherries. And this step is quite tedious, yes, but also is the most important step because these pits are very hard and we don't need them in the cherry jam, so we need to take them out. And to do this, you're going to use a knife to slice through the cherries and use your hand to push the pit out, and that is it. Now let me take some time to let you know that subscribing is free. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for, eh? Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on notification so you never miss an upload from me. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Stella and I share innovative and educative videos. So if this is what you want, you are the right place, okay? Just join the family and learn more. Now these are beautifully pitted cherries. Let's transfer this to your blender and go ahead to blend this to your preferred texture. I'm going in for a very rough texture, so I'm going to pause blend this to achieve that. But if you want a very smooth jam, then you can just blend this continuously for about a minute to achieve that. And also if you don't have a blender, you can cut your cherries into pieces and make your jam with that, and it will turn out very good. So you're going to transfer the blended cherries into a saucepan, and to this you're going to add 1 cup of sugar. I mean, this is a homemade recipe, so make sure to adjust the quantity of sugar to your taste. But in this case, I added 1 cup of sugar to 2 cups of blended fruits. One thing you should also know is that sugar here is acting as a preservative. So the more you add to your jam, the longer your jam is going to stay without going bad. But like I said, make this recipe to your taste, okay? Make sure to stir the sugar in until everything is well combined. Then afterwards, I'm going to add my lemon to this. Here I'm adding 1 tablespoon of lemon, and what the lemon is going to do, aside adding a tangy flavor to the jam, is that it's going to boost the natural pectin in the fruit and allow the jam to set. So you're going to cook this jam on low heat until it thickens, and make sure that in the process you are stirring occasionally so it doesn't burn. Guys, I wish you can smell the aroma coming out from this jam. It smells so good, and the aroma, trust me, is nose blinding. So you're going to allow the jam to simmer on low heat for 20 to 25 minutes while stirring occasionally, of course. And to know that this jam is done, I'm going to scoop a bit with my spoon and allow that cool. And after cooling, I'm going to test the texture of the jam in between my fingers, and if I'm satisfied with the thickness and consistency, then we are good to go. So this is the consistency of my jam. I'm going to allow this cool for a while, and as it cools, it's going to thicken even more. Now let's take a moment to admire the color of this jam. So red and appetizing. And the taste, trust me, it is as good as the color. So once the jam cools down, transfer this to an airtight container, and you can store this in the refrigerator for over 2 weeks. You can use this as a filling in your pastries, as a spread on your bread, and my new way of enjoying this is by adding it to yogurt. The taste is so good and addictive. So that's how you can make delicious cherry jam at home with no pectin and additives. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you have any questions, do leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to it and definitely reply to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.